go. I'll go thoughts, free flow. So let's start. We go through oil, Russia, and COVID. And the oil thing going on right now, the price has been insane is what's happening. I mean, what, maybe double, triple since last year or something. Just gone up really fast, and seems to be the big thing everybody's talking about, it, because it's hitting everybody, either directly when you go to the pump or in all the extra costs with food cost and shipping costs and everything that go along with that, rather. Which leads to food cost and supply cost and everything. So it's just a big mess. And from what I'm seeing, though, it seems like, I think right now maybe $130 a barrel or something. The talk a while back was, will it get to 100? And that was 4 months ago. But yeah, they say it can't keep going to 150. Some people say it could go to 200, 300, but it seems like the majority of consensus or logical practicality would be that it does come back down eventually. It can't sustain itself at that high of a level, and then so we'll see. With the Russia thing, taking over with this whole thing, it's really sad in a lot of ways and unfortunate, obviously, with what's going on with all their seemingly war crimes and atrocities and whatnot, and then then the idea of what's their end game, what do they want to do, what's their purpose of this whole thing, and it's not really clear, but or how long it's going to take. But from what I'm seeing, it's going to be months like this, and many more tragic deaths and unnecessary, civilian deaths in a war, and then with Russia, all of his media control and propaganda initiatives, and strategies that he has going, and misinformation and whatever, to keep his people, because it's sadly, the people, it's not the people, it's Putin and his tight circle of dictatorship, which, as you go through history, all that seems to crumble and fall eventually. With look at Caesar, the Roman things, all these, somebody gets a knife in their back, or their wine poisoned or whatever, and something's, how long can you sustain that? Not too long. But then there's the oil tying in with Russia. I guess we get 3% of our oil, America does, but then again, now we're shutting it off, the pipelines, or the not allowing Russian oil in America until all this ends. And anyway, all that's unfortunate. Like I said, it's going to affect the economy even more, and Putin's going to get more desperate as it goes. It could lead to some nuclear actions, but hopefully everybody knows everybody loses if that happens. And at this point, now it's just to get him to back off. He's in a corner, desperate, and if he can have a way out, and give him an off ramp, as they say. Doesn't lose his pride or ego. Because he's going to get, either that, he's going to hit a wall and get taken out. A good thing, like I said, they've tried to invade these countries or these areas of Ukraine, and they're getting, I think they've lost like almost 100 planes and tanks and stuff, and beat by the civilian and the corps, and I'm sure a lot of America support, an ally, NATO and stuff. But it's going to be interesting to see how all that plays out. But that's kind of what's real. All right, so then there's the COVID, which seems like things are getting a little bit more normal overall, in the society and things and numbers. And then, of course, my mom got it, but there was infusion and on the rebound. So that's going to be the new normal, I hope. All right, I'm ticking down 12 seconds. So have a good week. Here we are, early March 2022. All right.